A medical profession is the most noble profession. A doctor has the honors to save countless lives. Have you ever wondered that if we get ill, where would we go? Right now I'm standing in front of clinic Amrit Pali. Let us get inside and talk to some doctors. Jay ma'am, I'm Isha.
And I'm Shruti.
Okay. And we are here to ask you some questions. Ma'am, why did you take up the profession of a doctor?
Actually, beta, there are two reasons. One, in my family we have around about 27-28 doctors. So all the choice since childhood we had seen was medical profession, teaching or lawyer. Engineers also we had very less. Second option was, since I had seen my parents working as doctors, I had a passion for this profession. That people coming with pain, my father giving medicine, my mother giving, and then second, third day they are appearing smiling. I used to think that this profession is very good.
Ma'am, can you please tell me something more about Hippocratic Oath?
Hippocratic Oath is actually taken by doctors when we get a degree. We take this oath. In this oath, actually, we are told that we have to serve the humanity apart from the fact of the financial gains. Our duty is to relieve the pain of our patient, to relieve his misery, to help him in whatever way we can, in a humanitarian sort of way, in which the financial gain does not come in that oath.
Ma'am, is the profession of a doctor challenging?
Yes, very challenging. Challenging in the sense, beta, if you treat a patient till your patient comes back to you relieved, the challenge exists, whether my patient is fine or not. Secondly, if the patient is relieved, fine. If he doesn't, he may not bless you, but he will definitely curse you. That's again another challenge. So till your patient is fine perfectly, till you cure him, it's a challenge throughout. The journey is a challenging journey.
And what is the qualification for being a qualified doctor?
See, the basic qualification for a medical doctor is either you should be MBBS or you should be BDS.
Ma'am, what do you think is the condition of health services in Varanasi?
Very poor. See, we have lots of government hospitals here.
Yes.
Facilities are provided. Machinery is there which are not functioning, not working. They are kept as such, rusting away because nobody is bothered.
Ma'am, do you think there are enough hospitals and doctors to look after the health of the people of Varanasi?
More than enough. More than enough hospitals here.
Why, ma'am, why do common people prefer to be treated in a private hospital rather than in government hospitals?
See, the condition, the sanitation, the care in government hospital is not good. Sanitation is so poor you cannot enter the general ward. You have to cover your nose. In private, okay, the patient is paying. And when the government gives them that insurance card, they can go to the private hospitals who have been licensed by the government. At least you get proper care, you get proper conditioning there. That is why they go to the private. Everybody needs a nice, clean place to rest in. That is the reason.
Ma'am, can you tell us more about the importance of a dentist?
See, in dentists, what happens? People don't take care of their dental part. But if you see, the whole body structure is very much dependent on your dental part. Because if your dental hygiene is good, your heart is proper functioning, you have no infection in your body. Because infection goes from the mouth. And in case of heart diseases, dental hygiene plays a very important role. Mostly 95% of heart patients have poor oral hygiene or some or the other infection. People don't take it seriously, but dental hygiene is a very serious matter which should be taught to the children from the day the first tooth appears.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome.
Sir, could you please tell me the difference between a qualified doctor and a quack?
Definitely, beta. A qualified doctor is supposed to be a person who has minimally obtained an MBBS or a graduate degree in any branch like BDS, MBBS. And a quack is a person who has only worked as a compounder or a ward boy in any hospital, nursing home or clinic for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and after that they think that they have attained whatever they wanted to do over there, and now they are a qualified doctor, because in their mind it is like if they keep on practicing the same thing for a very long time, they become master of it.
What is the government doing to keep a check on the quack practice?
Government has opened it's coming from a long time. There are many PHCs and CHCs in villages. Primary health center, secondary health center, tertiary health center, like this. So they have appointed doctors in all the PHCs and CHCs as an officer, medical officer in charge of that center. And they are supposed to keep an eye on the area which has been denoted to them, like this area is supposed to be in your realm. They have to see that there is no unqualified person practicing it in that area. Or if somebody is doing so, any person from that area can go and complain to that person, "Ki, sir, this person is doing a practice," and they can even get them arrested also for that.
Thank you, sir, for talking to
You're
us.
most welcome, beta. Most welcome.
Ma'am, what difference do we find in today's doctor and the doctors in your generation?
You also know, I also know, that the sincerity towards the field is going down and down. What we had been preached, that the patient is like God. Nowadays, there are so many factors which actually contribute to these problems, like increasing population. More of rush to doctors, they don't want to listen, they don't want to, they just go for investigation. In my medical practice, the first thing which has been taught to us in our clinic, first listen to patient, examine patient, make out a diagnosis which has been said to be a differential diagnosis. After that, when you investigate patients, but you should be very specific to your diagnosis, that I am suspecting this disease and patient should have this investigation, not like that whatever is there in the book you go on writing to each and every patient. Unnecessary wastage of money, not only wastage of money, it contributes a lot of mental tension to the patient. What disease I have that the doctor had asked me to get so many examinations done.
Ma'am, any message do you want to give to students who want to become a doctor?
Yes, whatever I have said just now, be honest to your patients and to your practice. That pays you in life. I tell people of my profession that you cannot take money with you when you go to Manikarnika or Harishchandra Ghat. It is left here. But the name you have done to serve your people, that goes away.